Hello, welcome so much to Soleil's. Thank you so much for watching. We're looking at what unexpected message is coming your way. What is it? What's going on in your life? All right, putting down 3 cards for you. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I'll leave these up for a sec and we'll get started shortly. Stay tuned. Hey, pile number 1, thank you so much for joining. We're looking at what unexpected message is coming through here for you. Let's see what we've got. So we've got pile number 1, we've got abundance. All right, so we're seeing, actually, I'm going to go through this quickly because it's kind of hard to maybe to see this, but we're kind of seeing somebody that is kind of looking at abundance in a different way. Like, oh my God, I'm seeing a lot of issues with money coming in. There's really nothing happening here. And then we're seeing this girl, lady, or whatever, kind of taking her chances underneath and picking up what this person had lost. So we're seeing somebody that lost something, somebody that's picked it up, and also we see the for sale sign, which is really, really hard to see. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that. In the back, it's like, okay, you know what? I got what I need, and now I'm going to be able to sell my house and go somewhere else. So it's a very funny card. But we're also seeing abundance that that also comes within the chakra of your belly button chakra, okay? And it also represents a lot of your gut feelings and what's happening in your life. So I feel like this is a gut situation, okay? So whatever he lost, the other person was able to pick it up. And hey, you know what? It's coming to you now. So there's that gut feeling of yours. Things are going to be coming up. All right, see what else is unexpectedly coming your way. Okay, I'm seeing that a lot of you might also be having your communicational chakra, your throat chakra a little bit closed up right now. And I'm not sure why, but I kind of feel like some of you might have that happening to you, which means that you haven't been able to communicate things recently about what you want to do in your life. Maybe you've had to tell somebody something and they have not really understood exactly what you meant, and it's really hard for you to put it into a different perspective without them getting mad or you getting mad at them for whatever reason. So that just came kind of through before I was even putting these cards down. But I do see here that we're looking at Justice, the Sun, and the Six of Swords. So there's kind of like something that is finally, you're getting rid of something. So with a Justice card, I feel like you're finally getting rid of something that has been pestering you, maybe even putting a damper in your life. And now it's kind of like you're finally seeing the results from something. The Sun is like, yes, it's coming, it's done, it's time to kind of move on. And we see the Six of Swords by also putting you into the shoreline. This has come to a close. Okay, so whatever the situation is, that unexpected situation is coming to a close, all right? Or maybe the situation wasn't unexpected, but the closing was the expected. Maybe some of you were even closing on a house, right? We're seeing here for sale sign on that. So maybe you're coming into a close of a house. Okay, you're finally, receiving that money from that house, or you're finally receiving something, maybe an inheritance or something that was missed. Now it's come back to you. So let's see what else we've got. So we've got the King of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. Another unexpected event here that's kind of happening. It's kind of like retrieving yourself, okay? So maybe there was something that you were planning on doing and now you really don't need that anymore. You don't need to think about that anymore. So this unexpected situation, I feel like, is based on something that was previously thought of that now it's not needed anymore. You're kind of moving on from that. So maybe whatever inheritance, whatever it is that you've signed off on, actually gave you a new perspective on what you actually didn't need anymore, I guess. I'm kind of throwing that out there. Okay, so we've got the Tower, the Temperance in reverse, and the Two of Swords. Listen, I don't think that you're seeing a lot of things here. All right, so the Two of Swords is kind of like, let me loose, let me figure this stuff out, okay? Something else has been happening, or something else will be happening that will throw you out of balance here because you didn't see it coming. All right, we're seeing that the Two of Swords, you're kind of like, let me out of here, okay? Potentially balancing those books. All right, being able to feel that you have power again. So it's very contradicting though from what I see here, is because whatever that situation is, it's going to actually bring a little bit of chaos back into your life, maybe possibly money again, putting things, giving more and taking less, or you know, maybe you're buying a new house, right? And you feel like it's imbalanced now, like you don't you're giving out and you're not receiving as much. But I feel like that's just going to be a lot of imbalance, but I feel like the Tower is not always, it has to kind of fall in order to regain. So maybe some of you might even be investing some money, okay? And we're seeing here again, if you're looking at here, we're looking at the belly chakra, okay? And also we see that with the uh, with the actual card, your card that you chose. So I feel like it's rebalancing that and grounding yourself again, that focusing on that gut feeling again. So maybe you have been kind of pushing without actually looking at observing your gut feeling, those emotions within, and that's why it's kind of like, let me loose. I know exactly where to go and I know exactly what to do, but it just hasn't been there for you for a little bit. All right, and I'm going to kind of check here what the expectations are for this particular event, for this particular message here, and seeing what's to come. I feel like you're going to be letting loose, all right? So I feel like that this message is very strongly here, that you have to let loose in order to balance things out. I know it's kind of weird, but it's like letting things kind of flow will also help you to be able to balance things, because you see this here, she's kind of like, woo, like up in the air. She's seeing all her cups going up. The emotions are high, but we also see the treasure in the bottom here. Okay, she's got some good treasure happening here. I wish I had that, to be honest with you. But you see the treasure on the bottom. Okay, so and that to me is kind of calling out not just for riches, but it's calling me out on what is rich in your life. Okay, so this is the manifesting card, the you're gonna get every wish come true kind of card. Okay, there's only, you see only gold in it. And it's not just about money, but I feel like it's about being able to associate everything in your life to being abundant in. Okay, so we're starting off with a gold or yellow here with money, and we're ending out with the Nine of Cups, which also represents, again, a large sum of whatever money or whatever, I guess, chest, or you know, of riches anyways. But I also feel like it's coming right back into that sunlight, okay, that emotional, even though this one's like more on the heart, but I feel like we're seeing the same thing again, depiction of the golden in your gut. So I feel like resolving a lot of this stuff and getting what you want is actually going to be that impacting of your gut feeling and going for things that you didn't think that were possible. So hopefully this makes sense to you. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully you like this reading. I did. I really did. And you know, like, subscribe. If you want to send or leave me a comment below letting me know what you actually like about it, what you think I should do next, and that would also help me out as well to see what your interests are. So thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Hasta luego. Hey, welcome, pal number 2. Thank you so much for joining. We're looking at what unexpected message do we have for you. All right, so I see grief here, okay? And this is the card you chose. So we're seeing that this lady has a puppy or a dog, and maybe she's lost a dog and she's very sad about it, okay? So I feel like that the whole situation or unexpected is not that you're going to lose your animal, or you're not going to lose somebody. I feel like it's telling you that it's okay to grieve things, okay? Things that matter to you. It's okay to grieve things that you've lost, you know, whether you've lost a job, whether you've lost a relationship, or whatever it is. It's okay for you to actually, you know, grieve. It doesn't necessarily have to be an animal. It doesn't necessarily have to be you lost somebody. It can be anything that you've lost that you thought that was that was yours, you know. So let's see what else we've got here with unexpected messages. All right. Okay. All right. So let's get started here. I always draw at least 3 cards, okay? Because I like to kind of see what kind of event we're looking at here, okay? So I feel like that, and I'm going to go back to the grief situation, because I feel like it's like, it could be potentially financial grief, like that you've been, you know, contemplating on having more and not receiving it. I also see here that maybe a lot of you have actually had emotional situation recently, maybe a relationship crisis, or something that is emotionally impacted the way you feel about certain things. But I also have the Hierophant here. So the Hierophant to me, and with this particular picture, and what I can see is that he is happy and he sees the door opening, and those stairways are bringing basically a lot of movement into the light, okay? It's like, I also kind of see with the depiction here that it can mean also the tree of light, the tree of faith. So having faith that things are going to be changing for you is actually very important in your path at the moment. So I feel like these unexpected events are going to be coming in, but I also feel like that there's going to be room for improvement here. When I see the Justice card, it's also not just about balancing, but I feel like that you are going to get something concrete in writing. Okay, so if you were looking for a job, I feel like that you're going to be seeing and like maybe even an opportunity, a new job opportunity, or something creative. Okay, you're going to find justice in something that maybe has been down on your luck. Okay, so there's going to be that room for that. But also see with the King of Cups that there's a lot of peacefulness with it, okay? So whoever this person that may potentially be even giving you a message is going to come in peace. It's going to be coming in with a lot of love and connection towards you. So you're going to find that even if it's like maybe you're battling something in court, you know, maybe something is happening, that I feel like that this is going to be peace offering coming your way from whatever it is. It might also throw you a little bit behind on your finances. We're seeing here with the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups that maybe this was something that you had to give money towards for your 10 of Cups being in reverse for something that was family based. And I see here with the 10 of Pentacles that things are still going to be the same for you. So let's see what else comes up. So we've got the Empress, the 7 of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. This is also going to be bringing in a lot of relief. You know what? I can't stop thinking about maybe even having some kind of a situation with the relationship kind of being over and having to deal with, you know, who's going to take care of the kids or something like that. For some of you, it also might be that you're finally getting to that point that you have established that you have spent a lot of money in fertility, and you're finally getting to that point. Okay, things are coming true for you. Whichever way, shape, or as a possibility is that whether you have kids or you don't, I feel like that kids are involved somewhere down the line. And if you don't think that anything has to do with kids, you know, like wipe that off and concentrate on something else. But I definitely feel like that there's going to be inner peace, okay, happening with the 7 of Wands. You're finally going to be able to see things, or actually be able to project it, inner projection. So you're going to be seeing things clearly. I also see with the Queen of Wands here, and if you look at her, she's all about fire. She's all about creativity. and also being able to manifest things when she wants to. So I feel like even the cat is like chillax and saying, you know what, I feel like my owner's got this. I don't really need to do anything except chill. Okay, and let her do her thing. So I feel like that there's magic going to be created here. So anything that is unexpected here, or anything that you've put in a lot of effort into, it's finally coming to you. There's a death and rebirth happening, the Three of Cups and the Devil. There's an offering again to you. There's that possibility of somebody coming back into your life that you might have thought that you've gotten them removed, but it's okay, because I feel like with the death and rebirth, and also with opportunities and friends, that you are going to be able to say no to this. Okay, that whatever offering this is that is really luring you into something that might be negative for you, I feel like people are gonna have your back. Make sure that you speak to family, friends, whoever is really close to you about what certain events are happening, because they're going to put you and help you out in that direction, in that new field for you. Okay, so that I feel like with the death and rebirth is coming to life, that you're going to be seeing things clearly. You're not going to be taking this person or this particular situation at hand as it's going to be presented to you. It's kind of like an offering, almost an irresistible offering, but I feel like that you're going to have to kind of cut ties with whatever that is. We see that obviously you're going to be taking that burden on, but I feel like that you're going to be taking the Four of Pentacles into your own hands by holding tight to what you've got. You're not going to let that go. You're not going to be somebody pushing you out of that contentment that you're seeking here. Okay, so I feel like that there's a lot of pushback from you, and thank you, because I feel like this is where you need to be at this moment. Okay, the Knight of Wands in reverse, it's okay, because you've got things under control. Maybe you are moving on, and clearly you are. Some of you might even be packing your bags as we speak and saying, you know, I've had enough, I'm going to be moving out or moving into a new direction. Some of you also will be feeling the emotions come very, very quickly, and then you're going to be moving things around very, very quickly in your life. Okay, there's always that opportunity, but you're also going to be seeing that you're going to feel a little bit hesitant about new opportunities and movement, because you know things can go wrong, right? That's what you're kind of saying to yourself, but I don't think that it is. I think that you're learning a new perspective and new opportunity in your life. There's a lot for you to learn here. So I feel like that the unexpected message here is that you have a lot of power, connection, and also you have the ability of moving on and being able to present yourself differently. So even though it started off with grief, I feel like letting go of whatever it is that's happening in your life is also going to be able to implement new opportunities there and moving you into a new direction. So you know what? Keep an eye on things. And you know, what I'm going to say is thank you so much. I also wanted to mention, if you do have something to say in the comments for me, that would be greatly appreciated. And, you know, like, subscribe, and hopefully we will see you next time. Hasta luego. Welcome, pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see what we've got here. This is about your unexpected message that comes to you. Impasse. All right, this is what this is about. Let's see what is going on here. Okay, so impasse means basically you can't go through right now. Something is holding you back, maybe yourself or something else in your life is holding you back that you're not seeing. All right, so we've got the Justice. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. And let me just kind of see what's going on here. The Ten of Wands. And we've got the Four of Pentacles. All right, so okay. Sorry, I needed another card, and I'm kind of like trying to get my words right. Okay, so I feel like that this message that is coming up here with the impasse, it's like you have to kind of get your things together, and this is what I'm getting here. You need to put things, you can't flee from something, you can't move on from something without being able to kind of put it together. Okay, Like fleeing from something is just going to get you into trouble. Especially with the justice, it's kind of like, you know what, you got to balance things out. Okay, you're gonna have to put this. It's also tax season coming up, and some of you might be actually even wondering, should I do my taxes now or wait? Maybe you don't think you're gonna get money back, and therefore, taxes might be a dilemma for you, because I also see the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So that's actually going to be putting you out of balance here with financials and maybe even family opportunities here. Okay, like, or is this putting your family, into a pickle or something that's happening right now? It's almost like it's putting so much pressure on you right now that you're actually thinking about packing up. Maybe not packing up like your clothes, but kind of closing down. Like, say for example, if you like, let's go back to the taxes. If you feel like your taxes are going to be overwhelming if you don't do them, therefore you're going to kind of pack them up, push them to the side, and not look at them for a while, because you want to be able to hold on to what you've got. So I feel like that there's that pressure, okay, with the impasse. You can't come through. You're not going to be able to do anything until you resolve whatever it is the issue. All right, so pile number 3, you're going to have to face the facts, okay? Here I've got the 4 of Pentacles and 7 of Pentacles. I'm kind of feeling a lot of financials here, okay? I feel like that you're holding back on a lot of movement here with the 4 of Pentacles, because you're hoping that you'll get some more first. Okay, so you're hoping that that money is going to grow in front of you. You're going to have more. Okay, so before, it's kind of like, because it's a burden, you're kind of hoping that you will have extra, or you're going to be making more in order to be able to do whatever else you need to do. So let's see what else comes up here. So we've got the moon, the 3 of Pentacles, and the sun. All right. So facing the facts is only going to make things better. Okay, working together in order to make whatever it is of your financials that is not really bringing in whatever you want right now. I feel like moving together, getting help, maybe even getting resources out, okay? Or even like, I'm going to go back to the taxes, okay? But it's not, listen, it's not everybody going to be taxed. It's just an example here. But with the taxes, I'm saying, okay, why don't you get help? Somebody that will do the taxes for you. You know what I'm saying? So then this way you don't feel so overwhelmed with what you need to do. I feel like the illusion of not doing something and sinking down and seeing it from the water up, okay, it's the same thing as saying, okay, if I go in the bathtub and I kind of like sink down, everything's going to be gone around me, so I'm not going to be able to hear anything. The wolves are going to town here, and they're howling like crazy. I don't know if you can see that. All right, and she's like at the bottom there thinking, you know what, I can't hear them. I'm not going to put that much effort into it. But again, we've got the 3 of Pentacles here saying, if you do work on this, you're going to see help, okay? You're going to seek for help. We're going to help you and guide you. And that's where the sun comes into me. The sun is like, okay, you know what? You get the help. It's going to happen. You're going to see the rewards from this, okay? All right, so we've got the 4 of Swords. And we've got the Knight of Cups. So is there something that I'm missing here? The unexpected message here can also be that you're kind of holding on to what you've got to also in your romance situation with somebody that may not feel exactly the same way as you. Now, maybe it's time to kind of relax and kind of think things through. Or maybe possibly you don't feel that way about them. Maybe they're showing you their true colors, and that's another thing that, that message for you right now. It's kind of like maybe you need that time, energy to kind of focus on other things eventually, like with your finances, than focusing on somebody else. So there's a lot of efforts here with what you need to do. It's kind of like they're all pointing in one direction. You need to do this before you do that. All right, so we've got the Temperance in reverse. We've got the 8 of Wands in reverse and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so like the yin and yang. That's what I'm getting here, okay? The Temperance is also about balancing, as well as the 2 of Pentacles. We're balancing, and we're also seeing not moving forward with it. So it's kind of like the yin and yang, okay? So you need to be able to balance both situations. feel like it's all within time, but you're rushing things, but it's just not coming at the same time. So either you feel rushed or you're rushing into certain things right now. So we've got the 9 of Wands and the Hangman. Okay, so pile number 3. You're kind of like, I got you. I see you. All right. I kind of know I'm holding on for dear life here because I don't really want to see what's going on. All right. So here's the thing, pile number 3. You're gonna have to take responsibility. The actions are there, taking the responsibility. You're not stuck in any mean or form. You just got to take that responsibility so that you can move on. Okay, there's nothing else that you can or that cannot be done. You just got to own it. Okay, whatever is bothering you, this is the time to own it. So I feel like your unexpected message here is like to get going. We've got the Lovers, we've got the Fool, and we've got the Magician here. Listen, our pile number 3. This is going to be it. I'm going to tell you exactly what needs to happen here is that you need to fall out of, okay, in order for magic to happen, all right, you need to be able to fall head over heels, okay, and that new connection is what's going to make it work for you. Okay, so the Lovers doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but the Lovers is that unity with something, with as a particular situation, okay, in order to be able to let go. The magic is going to happen when you let go. The magic is going to happen when you actually commit to something. So if you had fears of commitment, or if you had fears of finishing something, this is the time where you need to finish this, okay? Put it all into perspective. Finish it up. Do whatever you got to do, okay? Like complete, and then you will pass. You'll pass on to the next level. You will pass on to new things, new creations, love, romance, whatever you want in life. It's just a matter of time, and it's a matter of you getting this all together, okay? So I feel like that this reading is, honestly, to me, it was amazing. Hopefully this resonates with you, or even parts of it. Might not be everything, and sorry I kind of kept on using the taxes, but it just kind of felt right for this time of year. So anyways, if you can, like, subscribe, leave me a comment below. It's always nice to kind of know where you're at, if you want to see something else, if this actually resonates. So again, there's other videos that are going to be shown here, and if you like, click on them, and we'll see you next time. Hasta luego.